Oh. The waveforms? Hi, my name is Jordan Orm. I'm a professional music video editor for artists like these guys. This scene especially gives like an 80s retro futuristic vibe, and the synth matches it so well. So I think this visual language might have been inspired by that. Dude! We go into her eyes. She's floating in nothingness. What the heck does this mean as far as the story? The opening is very slow and intentional. It sort of draws us in with mystery. Everything is very symmetrical, still, put together, controlled. It feels like there's a sense of safety. We don't have any crazy cutting yet. Everything is just slowly drawing us in. Because the song is all about stepping into the unknown with vulnerability, allowing yourself to be known, hence the name Know About Me. It's nuts. I don't know how they did this transition where they zoom in through freaking time and space and then data mosh into this future. Oh, dude, this is so beautiful. Shout out to whoever did this VFX transition. Like, look at that attention to detail.
Everything you feel.
So I want to also emphasize, since we're starting off in a controlled environment because we're not known yet, we also utilize motion control cameras. The camera is completely choreographed. So the camera is also as controlled as possible to reflect the idea of controlling your own environment by not being vulnerable. And the edits are also very minimalistic, nothing too crazy, very controlled. And then the camera right here starts to pan off to the right, and we get a nice hidden cut right here using this person walking. And we can hide all sorts of cuts here because of that motion control. Bro, oh, goodness. Everything is so perfectly storyboarded out. Like the way that the camera moves and then the way it stops slowly. Oh, dude, we're 34 seconds in. Cut in, and then it stops. And again, everything is pre-visualized perfectly to a T. Every single frame is accounted for. How many hidden cuts do you think are right here? Probably at least one. Because she was in the background right here on this shot, right? And then we move over to the right and she's rotoscoped out. This is an entirely new shot right here. And then the camera pans off to the right. So the ability to use a motion control camera rig to find hidden cuts is absolutely amazing. So why are they in an airport? Who's bringing all these caramel chews, dude? And a calculator? A stapler? In this like futuristic environment, it looks like they are getting ready to go on a journey. They're getting ready to embark, symbolizing them getting out of their comfort zone and traveling and potentially, you know, letting somebody in, being more vulnerable.
Let me show you that know about me. That's that show you that
What? Frank! Dude, that's why you use a motion control camera. Because you can choreograph the actual video. This right here was fire. The tension is rising. We're going because that tension is rising in the music, we're gonna speed up our cutting speed and it creates really nice tension and release. So playing that at full speed right here, goes up and match cut.
Let me show you that know about me. That's that show you that know about me.
So I was working on some K-pop edits recently and ran into the usual struggle. Pixelated old clips that just don't hold up. They look garbage. But guess what? I came across a huge game changer, Wondershare UniConverter's AI video enhancer. Whether you're making incredible music videos, K-pop edits, or even pro-level commercial projects, UniConverter's AI enhances low quality footage to crystal clear, amazing quality. You don't need a crazy tech brain, just drag and drop and let it do its thing. And you know I've been getting better at K-pop edits, but it's not just for fun either. As a professional editor, I love how it smooths out shots, removes artifacting, and preserves detail in every shot. It's so useful for cleaning up old footage, upscaling old YouTube content, or even prepping archival clips for client work. Turning overly compressed clips to something you'd be proud of to use in a project? Yes, please. So try Wondershare UniConverter's AI video enhancer for free right now. Your edits and your viewers will thank you. Click the link below to start enhancing your videos today.
Let me show you that, no other man. That's that. Show you that, no other man. Yeah, let's.
Oh, dude, the this is so good. So this kind of reminds me of Lisa Rosalia's song where they did the flip transition and they were each other, but you know, on opposite sides. Very similar technique that is used here to create this spin transition. Also, the background is entirely VFX. So right here, it's a cut. All VFX transfer to the next shot, which is right here. And then now the next real shot starts. And then we do that exact same flip transition like the Lisa Rosalia. And again, simple robot camera moves. That zoom in, cut on action, guys. During a big giant move, whether it's a camera move or a person moving in the frame, cut on action, it makes it so much smoother. You can tell that this is storyboarded and programmed so well because there's rhythm to the camera movement, not just the edit. The edit points are honestly splices between the camera moving seamlessly around the world. And because of that, it feels like a single shot, like it feels so smooth. Each cut doesn't just happen, it's actually gliding to the next shot. That's not just good editing, that's next level pre-production and planning. I can't believe they're like dancing on the ceiling in this airport. Gosh, what is happening? Whew. Franklin's barking because I'm getting so worked up over this video, bro. I've never seen a shot like this. This is nuts. I have a theory for how it's done, but I am not 100% sure. So I'm pretty sure each of these little circular chairs are their own layer. And we actually use the robot camera arm to do a very consistent move and then tilt down. And then on every take, they probably adjusted the camera rotation. So it looks like the members are facing different directions in every single layer. And then you just comp all of the layers together. So here's a layer, there's a layer. And you can kind of even see right here, this is where the rotoscoping happens. And as long as the camera movement is the exact same, it's gonna work. They're nailing this futuristic vibe. All right, as they're getting into this world perspective, everything is just getting weird. Oh, how did they do that? Bro, this shot is nuts. What is this? What's on the screen? I love how anti-gravity this thing is. Wait a second. There's gonna be a gravity motif that comes back in later. It's all gonna come together at the end. Just you wait. We have a high angle of the LED floor scene. And if you just flip that upside down, it kind of looks like it's on the ceiling. And then we just shoot from below this glass coffee table and we get this weird perspective and you get this shot. But this is so creative. And we strategically don't show the ceiling before so that we can assume that the ceiling, there's just coffee tables upside down up there. And people, you know, this is nuts. Oh, frick. Why are they telling secrets? Why is it a game of telephone all of a sudden? Here's the thing. When you start letting people know about you, see what I'm saying? You have to start being open to them. You have to start sharing more about yourself to each other. And now you're starting to open up the door to vulnerability. We get these tight, intimate close-ups where it's like, I want you to know about me. And then that whisper becomes a metaphor for you actually opening up and letting other people into your world. Bro, this is deep.
Let me show you that, no other man. That's that. Show you that, no other man.
What the frick? Oh, Okay, first of all, transitioning from that weird spiral space looking window to studs on somebody's ear, that's creativity right there. Look at this. So we get to an overhead shot right here, and we have these little white dots on this spiral table that slowly transition to these little dots on the ear. Oh my goodness, dude, this is nuts. And then the blocking here to zoom out, and it looks like pretty much one person. And then all of a sudden, the whole band just gets revealed. And now, okay, that weird jello egg is disturbing me. Again, we have some hidden cuts on these tilt downs. Those hidden cuts are nice. Now, what the frick does that egg mean? Oh, now they're in bed? Is that perfume? Okay. When you're starting to become more vulnerable with each other, you start to open up a deeper level of intimacy. And that intimacy can feel like this. Being in a bed with somebody else is a very intimate experience. It also can feel a little bit gross and weird and uncomfy to do that, just like this egg makes me feel. Very intimate. Oh, and then we have cologne. Ooh, we have an actual robot arm, but she's just in a chair with her computer. She's probably definitely editing up there. You know, she's got to work on the music video. Gotta get it done. And the food shots have a very close-up, wide-angle macro lens, which makes it feel really close and weird and gross, and it creates more intimacy. But now we get to this bridge, and everything's changing. Before, the editing was way more controlled and seamless. Everything was cut together, everything was motion-controlled camera rig. And now the editing's getting a little bit more chaotic. And the lyrics are very motivational. It's like a little pump-up speech, like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna jump in, I'm gonna dive in. Like, who the frick cares? And everything is just, we're losing control. But maybe that loss of control is actually a good thing, because we're starting to let people in. And we're going back to that scene that we saw at the beginning, because we're gonna start to move out of this lonely world into a new world. We're getting ready to do that. So we contrast that with editing. We show the lonely world, and then we show the messy world that is being vulnerable and letting people in. Oh, this is good. Now we get into the messy world. It's getting nuts. Bro, the camera's starting to they're in a freaking ship that dove underwater. The lyrics said dive in. They meant it literally. Okay, and then that's the moment of change right there, guys. Okay, that's it. We have chaos, everything's just breaking loose. We're diving into the ocean. And then we have this moment of silence, this beautiful cinematic shot where she's looking at her reflection on the surface of the water. Now, what does this mean? She's looking at herself and she's asking herself, do I really know myself? Am I ready to let somebody in? And that's the turning point. That's her moment of decision, her moment of change. And being underwater often symbolizes rebirth of some kind. It symbolizes a new start. And so she's in the middle of transforming, and she has a choice to make in this moment. And to emphasize that choice, editorially, we hold on the shot and everything goes quiet. And then we get an answer right there. They're blasting off, bro. This is liberation. They face themselves. They're like, okay, can I do this? Can I let somebody in? I've tried it. You know what? We're full sending in it. And now it's time to rise. And also embodies their album name, which is Forward, where they're not stuck in emotional loops anymore. They are being bold and diving in head first. Oh, that shot was sick. Tied to the camera. She's piloting that thing. Okay, so she wasn't editing. She's piloting a spaceship. Bro, this is deep, bro. They didn't go to a planet. They're in space next to a black hole. Now, this is where I said gravity is coming in. The black hole represents the gravity of true intimacy. No pun intended. It's dangerous out here in space, but it's also beautiful. This is the full unknown of surrendering yourself to somebody else. We've let go of control, and now we're diving into something completely bigger than ourselves. If you're interested in learning to become a pro editor, I'd love to personally mentor you. Check out the link in the description. God bless you. Peace.